Got him. Yeah. Ooh, man, this one's got perch colors on him. Real orangey striped.
Hey guys, it's Jay. Got a little different type of catch and cook here for you. We're going to call it Munchin with Larson. Today we're going to prepare Parmesan crusted bluegill and a variation of crab cakes. But first, I'm going to show you how to fillet a bluegill because that's pretty important. First, you're going to make a cut down by its head, making sure not to cut all the way through the fish. Then, take the tip of your knife and work your way down the back, trying to keep as close to the fin as possible. You'll feel the ribs as you poke through the meat. And when you stop feeling them, you want to push your knife all the way through. You want to keep pressure and work your way down to the tail. Don't cut all the way through the skin though. We're going to use this to help keep a hold of the fillet when we go to remove the skin. Take your knife and start slicing into the meat, trying to remove as much as possible. Stay as close to the center of that fish as you can. Cut until you feel the ribs and start working your way up the ribs. Once you reach the top, start cutting the skin to remove the fillet. Once you get past the ribs, you're going to work your way down to the belly and get as much meat as you can. Using that piece of skin we didn't cut through, you're going to press your knife down into the meat and work your way across the skin. Most fillet knives bend pretty well, so you shouldn't have a problem removing the skin. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1/2 cup of dried breadcrumbs, 1/3 cup of grated Parmesan, half teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon dried oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of dried basil, 2 tablespoons of fresh minced parsley, which I forgot to get, but I think we'll be alright without it, and the salt and pepper to taste. Give that a good mix up, and it's time to get our dredge on. Let them swim in the butter for a little bit, and then give them a nice coating of our dry mix. Be sure to coat all of the fillet. Place these on a greased baking sheet and into a preheated 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. Came out absolutely beautiful. That nice golden brown color on them. They look delicious and they tasted absolutely amazing. Probably one of the best pieces of bluegill I've ever had. For something so simple, they have so much flavor. But I think we can do better. I have some cooked fillets here with no seasoning. So we're going to take 2 dried pieces of bread, which I dried in my oven. Break them into small chunks into a bowl. Add about a tablespoon of milk and give that a mix and let it soak in for a minute. Carefully add a tablespoon of mayo. Tablespoon of Worcestershire, tablespoon of parsley flakes, tablespoon of baking powder, teaspoon of Old Bay. These turned out a little too salty, so you can go easy on adding any salt to this. And add 1 beaten egg. Take the fillets and break them into nice chunks. Not too small and not too large that it takes over the cake. This next part is key. Fold the mixture onto itself and not mix it like a batter and break up those pieces. We want to keep those nice whole chunks of meat. Mine turned out a little more runny than I wanted, so I added some breadcrumbs until I got the consistency I liked. Give them a nice forming and put these guys into the fridge for about 30 minutes to firm up. That way they don't break apart when we cook them. Now heat up some oil to 350 degrees and let's get these babies cooking. My oil was a little too hot, but you want to flip these about every minute. And try not to struggle so much like I did. A fork probably wasn't the best option to use while I was cooking these, but you know. Remove and place on a paper towel to drain and cool. These definitely blew away my expectations. Nice chunks of meat to bite into and great flavor. Spices were on point. A nice change of pace from a traditional way of eating fish, which is typically fried, which even though these are fried, but it's prepared a little differently. I hope you guys enjoyed this little different way of a catch and cook. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment if you want to see more catch and cooks like this. I took inspiration from Binging with Babish. He's probably one of the best cooks on YouTube. His channel is absolutely amazing, and I hope to be half as good as him one day. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked this episode of Munchin with Larson.